Shalom Israel. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth and who rule well. And a sincere salutations to the house of David. You Akim pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in all truth and all faith and in all sincereness. Risking and putting your lives on the line daily for the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. It's Zechariah coming at you with another lesson. Lord's willing, it be edifying.
Now, I want you to continue, but I just want to add something here that is so central for everybody to understand. Right before 2008, in that big crisis, there were a bunch of stepping down like this. This is even bigger. And right before COVID, in November and December of 2019, record, in fact, bigger than this so far, I'm sure more is coming, CEOs stepping down or resigning. You're an economist, respected guy. You're super smart. You know more than I do in many cases. I know you don't like to speculate, but in the past, why did they step down right before these events happened? Because they want to get their money. They don't want to be blamed. I mean, what is it?
Well, they want to make sure that they don't actually get the blame, and because they want to leave with their golden parachute right before things collapse. I mean, I would say part of it is ego. They don't want to get blamed for what they caused, so they just step aside. And it's always the person holding the bag gets blamed at the time, but they also get to walk away with their money, you know, before everything falls apart. So I'm looking at some of these big dogs like Jamie Dimon, HSBC CEO, Klaus Schwab. I mean, those three kind of strike it weird to me.
I mean, if Jamie Dimon and Klaus Schwab alone, it would be huge.
It would be huge. It would be massive. And it's like, Alex, we are so close to their dream for decades coming to fruition. If we were that close and you put all this stuff together and that was your baby, why wouldn't you stay to see that dream fulfilled? I mean, why leave now? So my brain is like going into overload. It's like, I think that something so big and so bad is coming that they don't want to be blamed for it. They want, and maybe that's a good thing that's coming. Maybe they know that Trump is going to come in and clean house and expose all this nonsense, and the rats are jumping off the ship first. Or maybe they know what the economic collapse and mayhem that's going to come from like central bank digital currency having access to everybody's bank accounts and the unraveling that's going to cause, and they don't want to be part of it. Yes, they want that to happen, but they don't want to take the blame for it.
No, right? Exactly. So, it's like once the war starts, the general's on the front line, but he pulls back. They now want to try to sink off in the shadows. I think that's clearly what's happening with most of them.
So I want to touch on the question that Alex Jones asked Kurt Elliott about why does he think these CEOs like Klaus Schwab and Jamie Dimon are stepping down. You know, these are, you know, very important and influential people stepping down from positions that they've held for many years. And one of the things Kurt said was, you know, the person holding the bag gets the blame. You know, insinuating that, you know, these elites or puppets to the elites don't want to be blamed from the chaos and mayhem to come from when shit hits the fan pertaining to this central bank digital currency being implemented and the death of the dollar. And, you know, this transition is going to come with a lot of chaos and turmoil. All right. And he said, like I said, the person holding the bag gets the blame. And he's definitely right about that. That, you know, these people in high places always put a fall guy in place. All right. A fall guy, you know, a person to whom blame is deliberately and falsely attributed. OK, in order to deflect blame from another party. You know, that's common sense when you're on, you know, that level. But ultimately, why they are, you know, vacating their positions is because we always say in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. And these elites know the truth pertaining to prophecy. and what the prophecy says about what's going to happen to them in the fullness of their sufficiency. So Kurt asked a question. He said, why would they being so close to their dream for decades? All right. So close to their dream for decades coming to fruition. Why wouldn't they stay to see the dream fulfilled? Why leave now? And that's due to prophecy. What does prophecy say? Let's see what prophecy says. This is James chapter 1 from the top. It reads, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." Speaking of the elites, okay? And also the lesser luminaries that do their bidding. All right, these elite banking families, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, so forth and so on. It says, "Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten." And your riches are corrupted because you have ill-gotten gains. You've received everything that you have acquired through rape, robbery, and murder. And there's a judgment coming for your behavior. Okay? So let's get real quick. We'll jump to Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 8. It reads, "He that by usury and unjust gains increases his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity the poor." And ultimately, who is that? Who pities the poor? The elect of Yasharallah. You know, we pity the poor because we are the lowly and downtrodden. And because our eyes are open, you know, we feel pity for the poor and the ones that are lost, so to speak, because we know the judgment that is about to take place and the things that are about to befall this earth. And unless you have repented and have a relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, there will be no hedge of protection for you. So all his substance and all his riches he has gathered for the nation of Israel ultimately, okay? But really the elect on this end, the ones that are sighing and crying for all the abominations done therein, okay? So let's go back to James 5 and 2. "Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days." And aren't we currently living in the last days? And this devil has heaped up all the gold that is not in Fort Knox, wherever they keep it, for themselves. You know, a righteous king uses gold, silver, minerals, whatever, to benefit his people. You can still be rich and live lavishly without oppressing your people. Just look at King Solomon. King Solomon said, "If I eat, all the nation of Israel eats." So we're just in the hands of a wicked ruler. So continuing on, it says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields," which is Yasharallah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You've built up this man's empire. We are yet this day in our captivity to this day. It says, "Which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth." Right. How long, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, do we have to live under the rule of such a wicked an idiotic ruler, a murderer, a thief. That's what these Edomites are. It says, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them have reaped, which have reaped, are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, right? The Lord of armies, man. Ye have lived in pleasure on earth and been wanton. You have nourished your hearts as in the days of slaughter. Yeah, these elites have their heart's desire, so much so that they didn't share the wealth with these Joe six-pack Edomites. They screwed their own people. And the 1% are living in their heaven on this earth. It says, ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. So all this is speaking about the elites, man. They know that they're coming upon the last days, and they're about to be put in a position by the Heavenly Father where they're weeping and howling for the miseries that's about to come upon them. All right? And so, yeah, you see CEOs started in 2023 in record numbers leaving their positions and stepping down. And now that trend is now continuing in 2024 because they know prophecy. And they fear Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? So this is Job chapter 20 and verse, matter of fact, let's go to Job 20 and verse, Job chapter 5, starting at verse 12. And it reads, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay. And what is the enterprise of these elites? To establish a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, to put forth a mandate that has the people to receive a RFID chip in their hands or in their forehead so that they can't buy or sell without it. One world currency, one world religion, to have a fourth industrial revolution where the select few are in control of every aspect of society and all the people. To have a God-like status, to be gods on earth. That's their goal. They want to be as the Most High. That's their ultimate enterprise. But what does it say? He disappointed. Who is the he? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, the Heavenly Father. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So these devils know that when they're close to filling their bellies and their enterprise is 99.9% complete, and they get ready to sit down and relax and just lean back and look at all the hard work that they had to accomplish to get their enterprise up and running, the Lord is going to bring it to naught. He's going to crack the clouds and take dominion over the earth. So this is Job chapter 20 and verse 22. It reads, "In the fullness of his sufficiency." You see? In the fullness of his sufficiency. It reads, "He shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." So right, this devil is going to be in straits. Okay? He's going to be in a bind, in distress. And he knows this. Just as I'm reading it, these devils know this precept also. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, He shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, right? When he is about to have his enterprise, his new world order, his fourth industrial revolution 100% complete, the Most High shall cast the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. You see? So this is why Klaus Schwab's and these elites and these lesser illuminaries are gonna, leave their positions, and when time comes, go into their bunkers thinking that they're gonna rise from the ashes and be allowed to rule in their new empire for eternity. But it's not going to happen. They fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And when all hell breaks loose, when that shit hits the fan moment happens, they're going to go in their bunkers. They're going to go in their submarines, their underground cities, up in the firmament, okay, and try to avoid the judgment of the Lord and everything that's taking place. But their ultimate end is that they lose. Esau loses. Esau doesn't get his blessing. For everything that he accomplished and how close he's going to get to obtaining his new world order, his enterprise, right after he thinks he has it, he's going to go into slavery for 1,000 years. Thus saith the Lord. Man, what an end for Esau Edom. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Lord's willing, this was edifying. Shalom, Israel. Wa abad babal.